Hey everyone, just wanted to do a quick video. I just had an amazing coaching session with one of my first weight loss coaching clients, and it just makes me realize that this is so necessary. Living healthy is not it's not a diet. This is not something we're just going to do for a few months. This is something that you want to do for the rest of your life. Like I tell people, I want you to do this one time only. Working with me, I'm not looking to push products. I'm not looking to sell you dreams. I don't want you to think that this is something that you're going to do overnight. No. What I do is I want to coach you through the mental and the emotional aspect of this journey. Yes, I can give you a diet, I can give you a meal plan, I can tell you what smoothies to drink. Hell, I can even give you some pills. But that doesn't mean that you're going to be successful. What's truly successful is when we stop focusing on the weight and we actually just focus on embracing the lifestyle. When I tell you the lifestyle is going to override everything, because once you truly embrace it, the weight is going to come off. I have clients that told me from the first day that of their first sessions, Tanisha, all I want is to drink soda and eat white rice. I love rice. Everything has to be rice. And then within 3 weeks of following and keeping in mind that, it's not about eliminating rice, but let's just now reduce rice. And instead of having a large portion of rice for dinner, let's have rice instead for lunch. Just doing things differently, doing things a little bit healthier, putting into your mind that these are the things that I need and not necessarily the things that I want. And then in 2 and 3 weeks, they're like, oh, I didn't even have rice today. I didn't have rice for like the last 3 days. I have clients that have told me, I don't exercise. I'm not going to the gym. I don't want to have a personal trainer. What can I do? I told one, I said, your job has 7 floors. Then I want you to walk up to the 7th floor. That's going to be your exercise. And I want you to do that every day. Push yourself until you can get to the 7th floor without being winded. And then within a week, she was like, I was able to just walk up the stairs. And then within 2 weeks, oh, I did that the other day 3 times. Those are the things that I want you to focus on. Because like I tell people, yes, I lost over 150 pounds. But after that, what else is my story? My story is I'm able to run up the subway stairs. A couple of weeks ago, I actually, in New York City, we have, in New York City, we have, different platforms. You have to run down, go up, and I was on one side, and I had to run down the stairs and then run up because the train was coming, and it said 1 minute. So I was like, oh my gosh, swipe my Metro card, and I went, ran down the stairs, and I was like, the train already was pulled in, and I was like, oh, I'm probably not gonna make it, but I still ran down the stairs. I said, okay, just run and then run up and see what happens. And I ran down and I ran up, and when I got to this, the train, I jumped on the train, and I was like, whew, it pays to be healthy. That's something that people want to hear, because there are people out there who don't think that they can do that. There are people out there who feel as though that they will never be able to run on a treadmill. Those are the things that I want and I share with my clients, because those are the moments that are going to last. You just dwelling on the fact that you lost 10 pounds, but what else have you accomplished? When you're able to do things that you were never able to do in the past, that's when you found healthy living. That's what I work with. I work with helping you to really solve what are your triggers, what motivates you, what doesn't motivate you, why do you eat the things that you eat. One client realized that she started to only eat chocolate whenever her boyfriend made her upset. She didn't realize, but we identified the patterns. And that's what we're able to really focus on, because everything else falls into place. Um, I tell people to constantly go back to the second chapter of my book, especially where I talk about self love. We have to really start to love ourselves. We focus so much on what other people perceive, and we don't really focus enough on ourselves and realizing what we actually need. And I really want more people to understand you might not be happy at 270 pounds, but once you lose 50, you might be happy. Some people are happier because once you start to fix the other problems, you start to realize your weight was really never your problem. You had other problems that you needed to fix. And as you fix those problems, you're also fixing the one problem that you physically saw was your weight. Listen to that again. Once you fix the other problems, you fix the physical problem, which is the weight. And I believe that. And I believe it more. We don't realize how we allow our weight to become the punching bag. Work pisses us off, we go to this vending machine, we get junk food. Relationship is going through a rough patch, we go to the fast food restaurant and we pig out. Your money is not right, you decide to go to the supermarket and buy all the chips and the dip. Our weight, our body is our punching bags to our problems. And the one thing that I want to help people to do is how to deal with your problems and deal with this lifestyle. Because I guarantee you one thing, your weight is going to go away, but those problems are going to come back. They're just going to come back in different forms. So do not, and I stress, please do not allow yourself to think that you have to do something that's extreme and that's crazy. Yes, there are people out there, they go on these crazy diets and they lose the weight. But I know because I was there. I've done it all. I've tried it all. The only thing I did not have was weight loss surgery. But I tried almost every diet out there. And once I finished and I was done and I lost the weight and I was happy, I gained the weight back because I knew I couldn't live on all of those restrictions for too long. So it's one of those, what do we actually do? What do we focus on? And I tell people, and I'm passionate about this, if you focus on just being healthy and you do the right things, then everything else is going to fall into place. And the only thing that I can promise you is that if you follow me one time, this will be your one time only. You won't have to come to me next year, because what I teach you to do is to be accountable for your actions. I teach you how to do this in a way that is not going to give you a bunch of limitations and restrictions. And I also try to make it as easy as possible. Like I said, everyone is not meant to do insanity yet. Everyone is not meant to go for a personal trainer. And everyone is not meant to do boxing or boot camp. There are ways that you can actually be healthy and that you can do physical activity that is not going to make you feel as though that you are going to a job. Eating healthy is not eating salad. I show you and I share recipes and different tactics that you can do that's going to make it easier for you so that you don't feel as though that this is another diet. I want you to be happy. I want you to be healthy. And when I see my clients are mentally becoming stronger individuals, that's when I realize that I'm getting closer to the point where I can say you are now able to maintain this. This is now becoming your life. When they start to speak different and when they start to embrace different things, that's when I know. So it is bigger. It's bigger than eating right. It has everything to do with this thing up here and the way that we think. Like I tell from the first day, when you wake up and you say today is going to be a healthy day, I'm not talking about I'm going to eat healthy and I'm going to exercise. It's I'm going to think healthy. I'm going to feel healthy. I'm going to love healthy. I'm going to have a spiritual health. I'm going to just be healthy all around. Because when you feel that way all around, there is less likelihood that it's going to impact the way that you eat and the way that you perform physically. So hopefully this gives people a clear idea as to what exactly it is I do as a coach. It has nothing to do with sign up and I'm gonna sign you up for another network marketing. None of that. This is real. I am a certified weight management specialist. I take this very serious. And I do tell people I do not take everyone as a client. There are some people who are just not ready to embrace healthy living, and I understand that. But for those of you who are ready to embrace healthy living and you're dealing with the emotional, you're dealing with the mental stress, you're just not sure, you're just not confident that you can actually do it, take it from someone who went from over 350 to now 204. Take it from someone who's tried everything. Take it from someone who was like you and who kept feeling this is not possible. I'm never going to lose the weight, because it is possible. And we don't need any craziness, but we need to just take control and we need to get out our own way. And I can show you and I can coach you through it. I'm not